And it's AM 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM. That is Maria Jack over there. I thought it was her. Hi, Maria.
Yeah. Hi, how are you doing this morning?
Wonderful. It's been a while since we've had you in the studio. It's good to have you back, and you're here on behalf of the Tourist Bureau.
I am. I'm filling in for Denise this morning.
All right, there you go. So Denise, she brings a lot to the table. Pinch hitting for her is quite the challenge, huh?
Thanks for the pressure.
One of the things that Denise has told us about frequently is how often the marketing efforts extend and how far the marketing efforts extend beyond Indiana County. And you're right at the
Yep.
tip of that spear, aren't you?
That's my job. I'm sales and PR, and the Tourist Bureau spends a lot of money to send me to shows all over the country. And I just got back from one of the biggest ones, ABA, American Bus Association. It was in Cleveland this year, and we made the local news because it was such a big group, about 3,000 to 4,000 motor coach operators and DMOs from all over the country get together and try to hook up with each other. And I go to appointments. I have 7 minutes to try to sell Indiana County. And it was a very successful show. I'm thrilled. I came back. I'm swamped with leads. And everybody wants to come here.
Well, good.
Yeah,
good.
it's
I'm
wonderful.
tempted to just say, okay, Maria, pretend I'm a bus company executive and give me the 7 minutes. But I know that you've got other things. You've got other things to talk about today. So what are some of those things? What's going on?
Well, that's the biggest buzz right now is our sales for the Tourist Bureau. As I said, we put a lot of money out to bring business in. And number two, we went to the Chingle last night at the Hilton Garden Inn, one of our new hotels. And about three other buzzes were going on. And one of them was we had a great article in Eastern Home and Travel magazine. I also go to shows to try to attract writers to write about Indiana County, because that's free advertising when you get an article. So Eastern Home and Travel did an 8-page spread, beautiful magazine with lots of pictures, and that came about from a show I went to in September in Maryland, and I have a booth, and I had these beautiful arrangements, and they come by and pick up one of your things, and then you try to interest them in writing in Indiana. And this one guy was kind of standoffish and said, "Oh, you don't have anything for me. I'm writing about invasivory cooking." And I said, "Oh, let me think about that. You mean like invasives?" And he said, "Yeah, how do you know what that is?" And I said, "Well, we have this invasive plant in Indiana County called the knotweed." And he goes, "How do you know about knotweed? That's the last part of my article that I need to write about." And I said, "Well, we have a knotweed festival in Blairsville every year." "Oh, my gosh, if you can get me that information by the end of the day, I'll make sure that you're in that article." Well, I called up Denise. She called up Carol Preschetti in Blairsville, one of the queens of all the women volunteers in Blairsville. And lo and behold, we got pictures to him by the end of the day and information, and we made the magazine.
Wow.
It's a beautiful spread, and we're really excited about that. We get a lot of interest from writers, believe it or not, who want to write about quirky things. So if anybody ever has any interesting historical or just quirky stories about Indiana, call the office and let me know, and I can connect somebody up with that. And then another buzz thing that was going on was the Indiana County Softball Showcase Tournament. We had a meeting this week with all the hoteliers and Tom Harley, who is spearheading that. And we've taken a big lead in trying to promote this and get it going, because it brings 170 teams and about 7,000 people to Indiana for this tournament. It's huge.
And every one of them has a wallet.
Yes. And they eat in our restaurants and stay in our hotels. And we have great softball fields and baseball fields in this county. And that's why this tournament has come here for 12 years. It's a big draw for tourism and money in this community. So we're really thrilled about that. And probably the fourth thing everybody was talking about last night was the quota benefit tonight at the Coney. Quota is having their annual benefit. A lot of the money goes to the Alice Paul House, and it's a fun time. It's from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Coney, and we're really excited about that, too.
Yeah, we had the quota folks in earlier this week talking about that.
Oh, you did? Okay, and so there's a handful of tickets left. If you need a ticket, call Jackie Hathaway at InFirst Financial. Her cell is 724-388-5703. And she'll hook you up with a ticket today.
There you go.
There are some available at the door. So
now I'm interested in some of the things that you said in particular, and I want to go back to that writer and how you were able to get them hooked up with the Knotweed Queen, I believe is how you phrased it. But when those opportunities come up, you have to be pretty quick on your feet.
Yes.
To recognize that, oh, here's something that's going to fit right into what this guy's talking about. And it's interesting to me how you were able to guide him a little bit into getting you into his article.
It was shocking to me, too, because when you look at the word invasivory, it really confuses you. You don't know what it is. But when I broke it down, it's like, oh, my God, invasive plants? Knotweed. It's all over the trails. So
now if we can get some of our invasive insects and have a festival for each of them, and then we're really good. But, that's just one of the many things. And we think of them, maybe locally we might think of them as small events, such as the Knotweed Festival. But for each of the communities and organizations holding those events, those are really, really big deals.
Yes, they are. I had 3 writers in for the It's a Wonderful Life Festival, and they were blown away by the hospitality of this town. They stayed in the B&Bs and hotels here, and they rode in the parade, and, they're going back to write about it. I have 3 writers scheduled to come in June for different media outlets, and it's just amazing. The things we take for granted, they think are so special and unique and just a wonderful experience. So
Now, how often during the course of a given year are you out on the road at some distant point promoting Indiana County?
Well, the budget's been really tight for the past year, so I've kind of cut back on some. I'm hoping that picks up again with the gas industry coming back. I will attend there's a show I'm going to miss next month, but I'll go to another one in March, and then there'll be one in June and one in September. So I'll do 4 this year. That's pretty good. I usually do 6 to 8.
Getting the name out there.
Yeah.
Getting Indiana County out there and promoting Indiana County. I would have guessed that it's very competitive, and you see a lot of the same people at all of these events. And they say, oh, no, here comes Maria. She's going to steal my thunder.
Well, I have to because I'm a small DMO, and in order to compete with big places like Gettysburg or Lancaster, I have to have something really unique. Yeah. So I have to come up with a gift item that wows them, and I don't have a lot of money. So I get a lot of businesses to donate things to me. Fast Time has helped me out. Levity Brewing has helped me. Jimmy Stewart Museum gave me these wonderful mugs that when you put coffee in, Harvey comes out.
Oh, yeah?
Beside the lamppost. Well, I filled those with assorted greens from here because we're the Christmas tree capital. My God, you would have thought I was giving away $1 million. Everybody came to my table because this green pop just attracted everyone. So, and they thought the mugs were great. And I had beer from Levity. What was it? The Bigfoot beer that they had.
Oh, yeah, because they had the big search thing going. Well, when you do things like that, and when organizations such as Jimmy Stewart Museum, Levity, all these different companies and organizations recognize that what they give you to promote Indiana County is going to bounce back on them tenfold.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a win-win for everybody. I belong to a marketing association in Pittsburgh, so we market the whole Pittsburgh region, and from that I get leads. If we can get people to Pittsburgh, I can get them to Indiana because Jimmy Stewart's the word.
Yeah.
They hear that, they want to come here.
Yeah. She's Maria Jack, the Indiana County Tourism Bureau, and they are doing such hard work for Indiana County. The tourism numbers are amazing. What do you have there?
I have a list of events.
Oh, good. Do you need to, or do you want to?
I think I have to.
All right. Contractually obligated events coming next from Maria Jack. Go ahead.
Okay, Saturday events. Jimmy Stewart Museum this weekend is showing Vertigo. Friends of the Park's annual potluck dinner will be at the White Township Station Social Hall. That should be interesting.
Yeah.
Anybody's invited to come. The Chamber Expo at the Indiana Mall will be at booth number 25. That's from 10 to 3 on Saturday. Veils and Cocktails Bridal Expo at Park Inn by Radisson. That's from 6 to 9 on Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
And it's $7, bride's free, but the $7 includes a cocktail and hors d'oeuvres.
Wow.
So that's a different twist on the bridal show. American Red Cross Blood Drive at the Indiana Mall during the expo from 9:30 to 3 by Sears, and I think in the Old Navy building.
Yeah.
They'd like you to schedule an appointment, but they will take walk-ins. And then, of course, next week, United Way Super Bowl at Knapp's Cucina Mia. Love those
Monday?
soups.
Is that when that is? Monday?
Yeah, it's Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 11:30 to 2. You can eat in or take out. Deliveries start at 10:30. You have to have a minimum of 12. Turner Dairy is providing drinks, and Six Hand Bakery is providing a roll.
That minimum of 12 is for delivery, and you should have already made that delivery deadline. So just go now. You know, don't worry about delivery.
Absolutely.
Just
and don't come to my office because we ordered 12 with Luxembourgs, and I'm not shared. Taster Club at Indiana Free Library is Wednesday, February 1st. Ooh, did I say February?
You did.
Noon to 1. You bring your favorite recipe and cook the dish and bring it, and everybody shares.
Oh, cool.
You're going to have to run over there.
Yeah, I can do that.
And then finally, of course, February 2nd,
What
Groundhog
happens
Day.
then? Oh, yeah, that thing.
The 7th Annual St. Andrews Village Groundhog Day Breakfast is from 7 to 11. It's a pancake, sausage, egg breakfast, $10 per person. It benefits their computer thing that they're getting for the residents.
There are a lot of people that go up to Gobbler's Knob, watch Phil do his thing, and then come down here and eat breakfast.
Yeah, that was me last year.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. Because it was supposed to be 50 degrees. Thank you, Todd.
Was it
Thank
not?
you. It was warmer.
Yeah.
That's why I chose to go.
Yeah, you big baby. All right, she's Maria Jack, Indiana County Tourist Bureau. You can tell she's very busy, and she has taken some time out of her morning to come visit with us, and we appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Todd.
It is Indiana in the Morning. As always, we're presented by First Commonwealth Bank here on AM 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM. Fox News up next at the top of the hour. Josh Widdowson in our 1160 WCCS newsroom. After that, Jack Benedict will be coming by with sports. Big IUP doubleheader win last night. It is a minute away from 9 o'clock. AM 1160 WCCS, 101.1 FM.